Hello, my name is Malik. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to the Tries into Reverie. Tries in the Sky the third. So, story. We did advance a little bit, but story. We need to go advance. I got a lot of
Slab
them.
of Reminiscence
So,
activated.
let's see which one I want. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go with this one since they spoke about it at the beginning. So let's check it out.
3 days after the SSS successfully liberated Crossbell, I found myself being the first of my old classmates to see the city in all its newfound freedom. Excuse me, but would you two be Commander Sonia Bells and Vice Commissioner Pierre?
That's correct. Inspector Regnitz, yes? We've been expecting you.
Quite an entourage.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
We've come on behalf of the Government Accountability Inspectorate. I hope we can count on your cooperation during our visit. Ordinarily, the withdrawal of all Erebonian troops and weaponry from Crossbell should have happened immediately after the war. The IDF's occupation had caused a delay, but now it could finally be executed, and overseeing it was our mission. This critical assignment came directly from my father, a task closely linked with Crossbell's independence to boot. Veteran inspectors in Rhineford were entrusted with watching over Tangram Fortress and the local military factory, while I was assigned to the city itself, and my primary focus would be the tower the defense force had occupied. The SSS only knows how to do it big, don't they? Can't believe they pulled this off. I heard Yuna's still out of school to help them in dealing with the aftermath.
Thank you. I think we have a better handle on what happened here now. So after the SSS charged in,
I remember him from the files related to the SSS. First Division, I think. What was his name again? Never mind. I need to focus on work. Off to the 36th floor, then.
Yeah, it was quite a... I don't read green. I read green, but you read green and whatever. Oh!
Thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
Thank you. There's no better morning ritual than one that starts with a good cup of coffee. Now I can start work with my best foot forward.
Hey, check out the Imperial.
Oh yeah, a pal of mine in the tower was telling me about having to work with that guy.
Thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials.
much obliged.
Oh! Oh my god.
Nothing like that first cup of the day.
You're all out of dark roast?
Oh.
I'm so sorry, sir. I know it's your go-to coffee. Ours is ground with beans imported straight from Orid. But I'm afraid something's happened that's made it impossible to get back in stock. The owner was saying something about crime being afoot.
Wait, what crime is being committed?
Oh, sorry, sir. Listen to me go on.
Not at all. In fact, do go on.
Detective. Well, what he said, our morning's just not the same without your coffee. If you don't mind, could you let us speak to the owner of this establishment?
They doing just this Deux. Yeah, that kind of thing seems to be happening a lot lately. We got a number of inquiries about missing parcels, deliveries to the wrong address and the like. My hunch is that trade resuming just plain has companions in chaos. I sure hope things will calm down soon. Indeed. Thank you for your cooperation. I had a hunch after hearing what the coffee owner had to say, but wow, this runs deeper than it really should. It also matched up with the several reports the police have received. Several communication and deliver mishaps in the confusion just after cross-border liberation. We were eventually traced to imported goods and suddenly disappear in transit. Right, and there are too many cases for it to all be mere coincidence. If the staff testimonies are anything to go by, it's not just restaurants either. Any business could fall victim, and all in a way so that they don't even notice there's a pattern. Quite the underhanded operation. Are there multiple perps, or is someone acting alone? What could their MO be? We need to gather information. It occurs to me now that this is rather late, but I was sent from the Imperial on work-related business at Orchis Tower just last week. My name is your Inspector Marcus Regnitz. I know. Alex Dudley of the CPDS 1st Division. So you knew who I was this whole time? From reports related to the SCSS, I'm guessing? The 1st Division deals in foreign affairs as well, so naturally, I know about you. Your father being Representative Regnitz and you being a member of Class 7. You on our radar more than any reports. Right, I'm sure. Don't let me know in that freezes you up on me. For the first time in quite a while, I'm not on the clock, but I'm not about to sit back when my coffee is in danger. We'll have no shortage of ordeals to face in the days to come. And I won't let that mired by the loss of one of my life's simple pleasures. Oh. So Inspector Regnitz, may I request you cooperate with my independent investigation of coffee? I realize this is out of our respective jurisdiction, but I hope you may say yes, as a fellow lover of coffee. Of course, be happy to assist. They really did this. The first stop was inside the apartment somewhere. You're there, father. The reputed threat Harold Hayworth was next on the list, and he suggested they visit each district to interview the city's merchants. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Use that road all the time myself. Lucky for me, I was sure to move some things around ahead of time, so we are not hurting stock-wise. I'm thinking, however, behind it's either green as grass in the underworld, or they straight have no fear of death, or both. And what makes you think that? I don't mind answering, but it's going to cost you, but I think I can afford to give you a friendly discount, detective. Huh. I would have thought he'd have a bigger problem with her line of work. So that's about everything we could figure out. This is doing a lot more harm to the locals than I ever would have realized. This is incredible help, so thank you. The Junior SSS is everything I hoped for and more. Good, with all the SSS does for us, we're always down to cover for them. Ask us for help wherever you need it. I certainly will. I'm sure I'll be back at some point. He's quicker to think on his feet than I gave him credit for. Wonder why I didn't see this inside of you coming. I just hadn't pitched you as a type to have connection to Naval Lane or a back alley bar. Any detective worth his salt knows there are valuable clues to beat the river from the underground. I suppose I'm not the only one who has his expectation flipped then. Your files read like you'd be more resistant to going off book, thought you'd be more straight-clad. Don't take this the wrong way, but that applies more to you than to me. I have still got a ways to go. Crosswell independence is at stake. I can't afford to let my inexperience as an inspector be what screw it up. I don't... And now, where's the next bar? Oh wow, there, sir. Do I need to sound the... I don't even know how to do a drunk sound. Sorry about that. That was so bad. Not at all, I should have stepped out of the way. If I recall, this guy works in general affairs at Orchis Tower. Those clashes. I remember ya. You're the inspector from the Empire. Show it that IDF the door, got all the paperwork in order. You say hallelujah, hard worker. I'm guessing it's easy for an Imperial to finish what Imperial started, huh? That isn't how I will put it. You know, I've been hearing lots of stories about fraud picking up here, gadget. they kept that up, they may start calling this place the City of Sin, the way they did before the SCSS cleaned the place up. That's as you bastards' fault. You just come in and start tearing down everything built. Hey, that's enough. I understand lips are loose when drunk, but any more out of that mouth and it will be interfering with official business. Huh? Wait, I seen you around too. What are you doing, you moron? Stop heckling random people on the street. Sorry about him. He gets like this when he drinks too much. Detective Doodley and Inspector Regnit? Oh, hey Deus, I'm so sorry if my friends say anything rude. I think he's just been doing too much OT since deliberation. Come on man, let's go. I know it's our day off, but you drank way too much, I tell ya. I can still go for more. If you could stay for just another minute. Your friend here mentioned something about fraud being on the rise. Would you happen to know anything about that? We are in the middle of an investigation, so anything at all you could share with us would be greatly appreciated. Oh, you know, I think I might. There's been suspicious merchants who be selling knockoff of brand name goods. Retailers around here have been getting inquiries for customers on them. We were thinking of giving a heads up to the police about it, so your timing is perfect. Would you like the names of the stores that were notified? That's great, thank you. We have managed to collect a fair bit of information. Indeed, such as how the victims up to this point have dealt in import brand and foodstuffs. Brands like Quincy Company and Strega Corporation are among them. Wherever these are sold, a merchant has appeared to offer the exact same product for a much lower price. These alternatives, however, are inferior knockoff. By the time this is discovered, the merchant has already disappeared. I think there is a connection here. Almost undeniable, it ties into our current case. So fraud and counterfeit goods, huh? If you're still worried about what that man said earlier, you shouldn't be. Being a Rebonian does not mean you have to shoulder the responsibilities of your entire country. Thank you, I appreciate that. But to me, he represents the majority of Crossbell's people. It makes me feel like I can't do anything to make them feel better, as an Imperial citizen, as an inspector. I see. You really are so much like me in my younger years. Also, you are deeply serious with a strong sense of justice that makes you want to live up to the expectation placed upon you. But now, suddenly, all that pressure has become so immense that it's suffocating you. Is that it? I don't know. No, you may be right. With the Chancellor now gone, the Empire is racing towards a new era. And amidst all this, my dad is now the representative Chancellor of the entire country. The first steps we need to take for this new era is to restore and stabilize our relationship with Crossbell. I believe he's expecting of me the kind of inspection results that will work to that end. And yet, here I am, with my hands full with just the stuff immediately right in front of me. I can't help but hate how much of a good-for-nothing guy I am. I hope you won't mind me countering this, but I think you should be more confident in yourself, Matthias. You choose the thorn-filled path of being an inspector despite how difficult it was going to be. And against your young age, you've been entrusted with the most important aftermath of restoring after the war. This more than proves you're qualified, and it means you absolutely can live up to the expectation your dad has of. I get panicked when I don't produce results quickly enough. But is a brew not truly at its most divine when beans have been roasted longer? I'm sure you understand what I mean as a fellow lover of Yeah, you're right. I think I've been trying to rush my progress so much that it's only made things worse instead. Maybe it will take a bit longer to produce results, but better to take it slow and steady than run myself into the ground. That's the way. Hello, detective. And you too, Inspector. I don't know if I ever seen you two in the same place before. If I recall, you're that former law office, aren't you? I asked if he'd be willing to cooperate with an investigation of mine. We're just taking a short break. What investigation, if I may ask? Is it about the dealer of counterfeit goods? Been keeping up with the times, have you? Yeah, Grace has been all over it. I got to think about how the SSS once worked a similar case, so I was going through some old lists and... What? Would you mind showing us those leads? If we can get our hands on some evidence, I may be able to get the First Division to make an arrest. Oh, I don't mind at all. You have done so much for me in the past, detective. How could I say no? Oh, but keep it a secret from Grace. If she finds out, she may end up forcing her way to a front seat on your investigation. I can picture it now. Well, keep that in mind. I've really hit the jackpot this time, haven't I? Crossbell never fails to disappoint me. Well, save for a few sore moments. I couldn't be happier about our business arrangement myself. Such to get things done this way. That's my line. I hope we can continue this most profitable of relationships. If Crossbell regains its independence, that it may become much easier to do business than it was under the Imperial rule. I welcome the return of a prime hunting ground for folks like us. Huh. Hey ha hey ha hey ha. Yeah, wow, wow, ooh, yeah. The joke's on you. What's this? And who you two may be? Well, if it isn't Minith the conman and the infamous convertent dealer from Calvert. Calvert! Okay, so you are the small fry that used to cause so much trouble in Crossbell. A what? Now who am I, do you? So my past is coming back to haunt me. I never should have allowed that cursed special super section to catch me. the files the CPD has on you from the last time came in handy. We know everything you have been up to. Surrender peacefully. So this is because of that pesky SSS, isn't it? Ha! In that case, what perfect timing. Been looking for a chance to express my gratitude for all they did to me. She completely flipped the switch. She wake up the whole city at this rate. My run-ins with SSS as well. If you are friends of theirs, then this is an excellent opportunity to relieve some stress. It's time to get work. We'll use sheer force to bring your pits to your knees. Get out here, you lackeys. Teach this for Teach this for Lieutenant Head a lesson. Well then, no one's coming? Where the hell are they? Oh dear. How did the cops find out about the meeting spot? Damn it, this is why I hate working with crooks that always get caught. Was that directed at me? I told you we were 2 steps ahead of you. The entire department will be here soon. I hope you don't think you can get away. Aren't we clever? All we have to do is break past you, and we can run this racket over and over again. And if you won't step aside, then I'll be forcing you out of my way. Get M. Have it your way? We're more than prepared to respond. I'm counting on you, Inspector Ragnit. I'm getting shivers. Of course. Oh, I thought I was going to fight. Dude, let me fight. And then there is 2. Those worthless idiots. What a truly tragic end. For you, as if I give up so easily. It's all over for you. I still have one. Oh! Yes, crap! But let me see the freaking hit. Now, do you get it? This is the Iron Hammer of Justice. I got them now. Haha, eat my dust, you bastard. I always have a place to escape, so as long as there's a horizon to reach. What the? Why won't the engine start? I tried to tell you. Of course, we already discovered your getaway plan. So we got out ahead of you and cut the engine. You're welcome to try swimming away from here though. How cool you! Well, Miss Comfort Dealer, meaneth. You escaped justice in past 2. Your status as foragers, but that ends today. Crossbell and its laws are evolving. I will put in a good word for you to see to it that you get tried here. Best of luck. Is it really how it ends? Our plan was perfect. How could this happen? I thought I was going to fight.
Suspects apprehended, 0210 hours.
Sorry, thanks for waiting. Here's one of our very own dark roast specials. Boy, I think my jaw about hit the floor when I heard the case had been solved. Thanks to you 2, it barely put a dent in business. We owe you one. So, the owner said it's on the house today.
Oh, wow, thank you. It's dark roast or nothing in the morning.
I love the way you can feel it coursing through your body from the first sip. Can't start my day without it. And speaking of, I have something I'd like to share with you a little later. Are you free for lunch? I know a place with food that goes spectacular with any brew.
Absolutely, I'm free.
Aww. Like, that's the dream team, you know? Which they didn't allow me to fight. Thank you. I thought I was going to fight, at least you can put me like easy people, but yeah. Ooh.